Yo, what's up everybody? Nullcat back again. Today we have menu number 5 of the MRE. This one is a little bit weird. It's chicken chunks, white, cooked. I don't know what that exactly entails, if that means it's going to be like in water or something. Usually they specify if they're in like tomato sauce or something like that. But, oh, this is interesting. So normally when I open these up, they're in a plastic bag. I know last time they were, you probably saw that if you saw the split video I did last time. They were in their own plastic bag. But this time, it seems like right after I open this one up, it's all just kind of free range in there. Which is interesting. Let's see what we got here today. So this looks like this is going to be our white chicken chunks. If I had to imagine, it's probably going to taste like canned chicken or something. Usually these aren't that bad. I know last time I did the pizza, that one was horrible. You guys didn't get to see the pizza, sadly. I'm glad you didn't because it was just horrible. This says cooked chicken breast meat with rib meat attached. Water, modified food starch, salt, and sodium phosphate. There's the ingredients if anyone is curious. And there's the back as well. I think we had the same back as last time. Normally it has like a chart that tells you different things about the foods and whatnot. Let's see. We have barbecue corn nuggets. That's a first for me. I've never seen these, so that'll be interesting to try out. We got our standard pack as always, our napkins, wet naps, salt, the gum that may or may not contain poop medicine. We got our flameless water heater. Does look like we have another First Strike bar as well, but we got regular cheese spread instead of the jalapeno cheese spread that is pretty common with these. We have a regular one. I've never tried the jalapeno one or the regular one. I've always been kind of worried because I've heard these are one of the first things to go rancid. But these are made to last as well. So we have our spoon, which interestingly enough doesn't come with all of them, but we got a fruit punch beverage powder. So this is last time when I was talking about the shake drink pouches that these come in. This is actually one of them. They kind of have this shape that like kind of easy to grip, you know, shake weight style or what else have you, you know. But these do pretty well. I like carrying these around. Sometimes they like to leak out the top and at the corners. But other than that, I've never had a big issue with them. They usually taste pretty fine. I'm not a big fan of the orange one, but the lemon one's pretty good. The lime one, I think. Never had the fruit punch, so that'll be interesting. We have a barbecue sauce, which I suppose is for the plain-ass chicken, so that's probably why. I've never seen a barbecue sauce packet either, if you'd like to take a look at that. I don't know if you can really see the ingredients on it. Try to get a good shot if possible. But quite interesting, quite interesting. High fructose corn syrup, tomato puree, food starch, Worcestershire sauce, nailed it. Caramel color, onion powder. What the heck did that say? Oleresin, Oleoresin paprika. So, don't know what that is, but that sounds quite interesting. It's also a little bit windy, which I am quite grateful for because it is a sweltering 91 degrees out here. We have an apple cinnamon First Strike bar. Now, I've had the chocolate ones. We did the chocolate one on the last video. I've not had the apple cinnamon, so I'm curious if this is going to taste better. The chocolate one, to me, just sort of tasted like a Laura bar, which I actually quite like. I did end up finishing off that chocolate bar later. 2,700 calories. Maltodextrin is the main ingredient. Next is corn syrup, so I imagine this is mostly just sugar, which only has 19 grams of sugar. What about the carbs? 49 grams of carbs, which still isn't that crazy. Only 2 grams of dietary fiber, which I'm sure the other stuff well enough does. Raisin juice concentrate, honey, sea salt, fruit base, fructose shortening, apple powder, corn crisp, etc., etc. Real interesting stuff. We have a teriyaki beef stick, which I have had one of these before. I thought they would just be kind of raw dogged in the package. It's actually another brand. I forgot what the brand name is, but they put the teriyaki beef stick in there. And these last pretty well. I mean, I ate mine. It was moist, it was nice, it was delicious. No real issues with it at all. And finally, we have some tortillas. Now, personally, I like the multigrain one. The plain ones kind of taste a little bit more Play-Doh-y for some reason. That goes for the breads too. I like the multigrain bread, which is weird because the crackers, I don't like the vegetable crackers all that much. They're all right, I guess, but anyway, I suppose let's get right into it. We got our water over here. So let's sort through some of our stuff right here real quick. Put all this to the side. I'm going to go ahead and get the chicken started, wherever it may be. Oh, right here. We're going to go ahead and put it in the flameless water heater and get that started, and we'll begin reviewing all the other stuff. So give me just 1 second on that. So I decided I'd show this again real quick just because last video I did the two-parter thing and I didn't really get the best footage of everything. So I just want to show you again. It explains everything on the pouch of what to do. Mostly just explains to take the water heater out, fill up the bottom with the water to these 2 lines. You want them in between the lines. Put the food in and the ration heater at the same time. And then you're going to fold that over, put it into this thing, and then lean it on as it says a rock or something, which is, once again, my favorite part of these MREs. Gotta make it real simple for them, you know. I usually, if I'm out like and about, I usually eat these whenever I'm out driving. If I'm on long trips or something like that, I can just toss them out by the wheel for like 15 minutes and they'll get heated up pretty quickly. So we're gonna get started on this. I'm just gonna go ahead and show you real quick just the basic idea how to do it. Try not to burn too much time here because I know the last video got kind of long. We're already at the 7-minute mark here. So once you get your water in at the fill line there, you can place your ration heater and your food into the top here. Kind of pinch them both at the same time so you can easily slide them down. Sometimes these give you a little bit of trouble to get them fully down in there, but make sure you can get as deep as you can, and then take your hand, try to slot this as far back as you can so it touches the bottom as well. Then from there, you're just going to fold it over. Take our little case over here. Crack it open. Might have to push the ends in a little bit there. Just put it on top. And then, like I said, normally you would get a rock or something. I have a Swiss Army knife sitting right over here. I'm just going to kind of put it on the Swiss Army knife at an angle. Make sure the water heater side is facing downwards and your fold's going the opposite direction. It's the best way to do it, but that will put off hydrogen and whatnot as a byproduct, so you have to be careful with it because it is flammable and it can displace oxygen, so be careful if you're doing that in tight spaces. Make sure we rock some water on it right there. Alrighty, so we'll set our barbecue sauce to the side, our cheese spread, our tortillas, and I suppose, while we're waiting on that, we'll try out the first strike bar first. Now, as I said last time, the chocolate one was pretty good, no matter of fact. We'll just cut it like that, it's fine. The chocolate one was pretty good. It had that kind of fake chocolatey taste that you get in like a protein powder or something. Not the biggest issue. I didn't totally hate it. So let's look at this one right here. Definitely apple cinnamon smelling. Once again, we got that nice weird shape, probably just from the age of these kind of sitting for a while and whatnot. These are from 2023, I believe, so they were 2025 inspection date, I think, so around 3 years old. No visible nastiness. It's got a little bit of an oiliness to it, but that was the same way that the chocolate one was as well. So let's rip us off a piece of this and try it real quick. The insides look fine. It has almost like a weird, I don't know if it's just some smell coming off of that over there, but almost has like a weird season, like a cuminy or something like that. I don't really know the exact seasoning, but it's got a different spice in there that's not as normal. Maybe like a nutmeg or something, but I'm not sure. Got like the rice crisps or whatever on the inside. Adds a little bit of crunch, a little bit of something else that you got going on. So you're not just eating straight fruit leather style stuff, you know. It's got an apple cinnamon taste. It's pleasant. Once again, it is chewy, kind of like a high chew or something as it dissolves over time, you know, maybe like a Minto. The flavor is really good. I like it. I'd give this like a 7 or 8. Probably edging more towards the 8. I would definitely enjoy this if I was out on a walk or something. Especially at the cost of how much a youre bar is anyway. I mean, MRE is only a couple dollars more and you get all this stuff, so it just seems like a good deal. These really aren't bad at all. I believe this is the lot number on it. 3065F. I don't know if that's the same for the lot number on the back of this one. Let's see. Oddly enough, I don't see one. Well, that's alright. The last ones I had checked, like I said before, they were all around that 2023 date. I didn't get them shipped in the original box, which was an issue. I did write them an email and never got a response back. It is what it is. A little bit worried about that. But overall, really great taste. Be a good snack on the road. I suppose, let me take a sip of water, and then we'll make up our fruit punch real quick. So you just tear off the top of these, and then they have a fill line. I think these normally probably take 12 ounces, I would say. Which I don't know if I have left in that water bottle. Ooh, yeah. That's that red 40 for you right there. What's in the sugar, dextrose, citric acid, natural artificial flavor, salt, monopotassium phosphate, sodium citrate, red 40 lake. So that is some stout red 40. It's completely covered the insides. Okay, that looks a little, we're not gonna talk about that. This real fine pink powder. It's almost not red at all. Like you can see when I kind of put my finger in there. I don't know if you can really see it on my finger. It was really kind of pinkish color. But anyway, it smells decent. I'm not a big fruit punch fan myself. I like fruit, but not fruit punch. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty much all of our water right there, I think. About perfect. Losing some trash, I'll have to pick that up here in a minute. So these, they're pretty simple enough to understand. All you really have to do is seal up the top nice and good. Grip it how it's shaped, and just give it a good shake. And this comes natural to almost all military men. You practice doing this every night. It's part of your service, especially helping out your fellow teammates and bunkmates. You'll hear this sound all night long. Now, I've never personally been to the military, but I've heard lots of stories, watched lots of videos in the heat of nightly sessions, and let me say, this is what it is. So, as far as sugar and stuff, there's 44% of your daily sugar is 22 grams, 23 carbs, total carbs. So really not that bad compared to something like a Mountain Dew, which is probably twice that. It's like sizzling. I know you can't hear that. It's kind of what it looks like here. Ooh. Yeah, it's dark in there now. It's not so pretty and pink when you got up close, was it? So that just smells like fruit punch, like a basic Hawaiian punch. I think I probably could have used a little less water to give it a stronger taste. But that's really not bad. It's got 2% of your daily potassium, 56 milligrams. No other vitamins. I don't know why fruit punch never has like any vitamins in it. Even the lemon one and stuff had like a little bit of vitamin C and shit, you know. I guess it makes sense, but potassium is good. That stops you from having cramps or seizures or something like that. I heard that from Honey Who Shrunk Your Kids. I Shrunk the Kids. It wasn't me, but pretty good. We'll set that to the side there. That's just a basic fruit punch. I don't really know what to rate it. Probably say like 5, 6. I'm not a fan of fruit punch. If you like it, it's probably one of the better tasting fruit punches I have had. It doesn't really have an overwhelming taste of like that dryness like you get in some, you know, fruit punches and stuff like that you'll get. Let me check on our chunks and I'll be right back. The chicken chunks are getting nice and warm, and while we were waiting on that to finish off, I decided we should nibble on some nuggets right quick. These are the corn nuggets. I'd imagine it's just going to be corn nuts. It's probably what it is, just flavored corn nuts. I'm a fan of corn nuts, but I've never had the best of luck with them. They're always really hard, and I just don't really like them, man. They always get stuck in my teeth. But I mean, I love the flavor, but it's like sunflower seeds. I don't really like the experience of eating sunflower seeds, but I like the flavor, you know. So let's try these. Yeah, that's literally what these are. So just straight up, pour out some in my hand real quick so you can see. It was just corn nuts. These look a little bit more fried maybe normally than regular corn nuts are. I don't know what that would be about exactly. The scent is almost, I don't want to say this, but a little fishy. Like it's got a weird lake smell to it. But overall, I don't see any mold or anything major. These are only 3 years old. They're really supposed to be, start really looking at them around 5 years. I think that's when you really gotta be a little concerned. Sorry, I'm trying to fix this up over here. Steaming like crazy. Yeah, I'd say these are a little easier to eat than regular corn nuts. Seems like corn nuts nowadays are really hard. They don't cook them as well, maybe as long. These, however, they're really fried and crispy. I know you can't really see that well. I'll try to get the camera to focus in on it, but it won't. These are a lot more crispy than normal. So they get a much better crunch to them. More satisfying crunch, I should say. And the barbecue flavor, it's not very overwhelming. Kind of got like a Lay's barbecue chip kind of taste. You don't really immediately notice it, kind of builds up over time. As colored as they are, you'd imagine that they had more flavor to them, but overall, pretty good trail snack. I put that in the same kind of region, 7 to 8. Take a sip of our fruit punch. Alrighty, let's check on the chicken. Alrighty, so we got our chicken chunks out of the bath, and they are quite hot. I guess I didn't expect it because they're it's a little bit less volume than you would normally get in an MRE. They usually take just a tad bit longer to cook, but maybe with it being such a hot day, being such a small package, medium-sized package, that caused it to heat up a little bit more than normal. So let's crack her open, see what we got. Right away, I can tell you it smells like tuna. Oh, no. I just want you guys to see the good ones. Like, I ate the beef one off camera the other day. It was beef in, like, tomato sauce. Great. Wonderful. This is exactly what I imagined. This is I want my goulash back. Send me more beef goulash, please. If you don't like that MRE, I will gladly... God, it's got juice. It's juicing, baby. Oh... I almost get like, I don't know, my brain's playing tricks on me. Like an ammonia smell or something like that. Let's pour off the juice and see what we can do here real quick. Oh, it's bad. That's horrible. Should I squeeze it? Squeeze all the juice out maybe? Oh, that's hot. Oh, my chicken chunk still. Woo. Yeah, I'm trying to juice it. Get all that I can. Alright, that's good enough. You know what? Everyone complains that their chicken isn't moist enough, so this is just gonna have to... It's gonna have to do the trick. So, I guess I just got a bad track record. Every time I turn on this camera, I just happen to open up the worst possible MREs. Let's knead up this cheese spread. Knead up this barbecue sauce. Let's get a spoonful of that chicken real quick, just because I need to see what this looks like out in the open air. I need some sunlight on this ASAP, bro. It doesn't look bad, but the smell, I honestly wonder if this is like the first thing I've gotten. I mean, the longer it's aired out, it doesn't smell as bad, but like, look at that. Look at that. It's horrible. Alright, let's see the barbecue sauce. Get that all nice and mixed up. I think she's nosy. Alright, let's pour a little bit of this barbecue sauce off of my finger and give it a little taste right quick. Just to see what we got going on here. So, okay, that looks like just barbecue sauce. It's a classic little dollop, probably molassesy tasting. Let's give it a try. I'll pick that up. It's terrible. One moment. Got a little friend in the background there. Where'd she go? Somewhere over here. Okay. So I gotta go chase on the trash real quick. Alright, so barbecue sauce tastes fine. It's not as thick as I'd like it to be for a barbecue sauce. It's a little bit more runny, but that's okay. Let's check out our tortillas. I've had these before, and they've been quite nice. I put them on top of the heater while the chicken was making to kind of get them a little warmed up, but it didn't really do all that good of a job. Got a little bit of warmth to them, but it's kind of what you're working with, 2 little tortillas. Normally, whenever I'm eating something that uses these, I kind of just tear them off into pieces at a time and just kind of make me like little sandwiches. It's usually how I enjoy them, at least. You're free to do whatever you want with them. But let's tear this off a little real quick, and we're gonna try. You know, we'll try a piece of bread first. Bread. I'm so glad we did that, because I'm not about to be glad what we're about to do. So let's get a little bit of that kind of ripped up. Beef jerky chicken. If I had to explain it, this is moist beef jerky chicken. It's got that aged smell, which you don't want to smell in chicken. But, you know, there's only a few things we can do here. We're going to take us a little chunk somewhere. Emphasis on little chunk, because this stuff kind of scares me. So let's get us a little couple scoops in there. We'll get us a couple scoops going on there. Make us a little sandwich real quick. Put that on in that. Alrighty. And we're gonna put us some barbecue sauce up in that little chicken taco. Little bit of that salt. Oh yeah. What's that pickle guy say? Yeah. I don't even know what he's saying. I did just throw a piece of chicken off, but I promise there's still chicken on there. You don't believe me. But nah. I mean, it's not bad. If I can get over the headspace of this being a 3-year-old chicken, not bad. I used to not be in the best situation, and we definitely made our fair share of canned chicken meals for dinner. And as far as this goes, this has been better than some of those, but as far as it goes, well, there's nothing really pleasant about that. That's something you would definitely power through. You would hate having, you would not want to eat that one, I think. Doesn't make you feel like home or anything. Makes me feel mentally disturbed, if anything. I got barbecue sauce on my hand now. No napkins. Napkins. Why am I so silly? To wipe it on my pants, bro. Let's open our napkins right quick. Got a little wet nap. It's actually gonna be the first time I'm actually gonna use a wet nap. So we're gonna do a little wet nap review right quick. A very strong napkin-sized towelette saturated with a cleansing lotion. Cleanse and refreshes hands and face without soap or water. Self-dries in seconds, leaving the skin soft and smooth. It's made by Acme. Acme United Corp. Thought that shit was fake. So this is our little wet nap. Let's see if it is as moisturizing to the hands as it claims to be. It didn't say strong, I don't think. That wasn't one of the words, so kind of worries me. Usually these things like fall apart on you. I mean, that's doing pretty good. That's not bad, that's not bad. So I guess all that's really left to do now is for me to take another sip of my fruit punch and definitely not put off eating more of this chicken. Oh, that's a good example right there. You can kind of see it's leaking a little bit on the side there. It actually came up from up here and kind of leaked over. Got a little puddle formed on my thing over here. So that is a problem with these. I'd recommend keeping them upright. I wouldn't throw them in like your rucksack or something, or your backpack if you're out traveling. But other than that, these aren't bad at all. And I mean, you could like kind of drink out of them like this, be a little bit more of a struggle. I usually support the end of it while I'm drinking. But they're not all that uncomfortable to drink out of. So the chicken with barbecue sauce and the tortilla, fine, I guess. I'm not gonna go high rating because I really didn't like it. I'm gonna be honest with you. That was kind of not good at all. We'll give it a chance with the cheese sauce. Because I've never had the cheese sauce before. I'm worried about the cheese sauce. I think it was yellow cheese, like spray cheese. But I'm always worried that by now they're gonna be blue cheese. You know what I'm saying? Let's put a little bit on our finger. Classic finger test. Oh! It's got an orange. It's got an orange. Oh yeah, that's cheese, baby. That's cheese. You know when you get some cheese on your finger and you just gotta sniff it? Oh God, that's awful. I licked it a couple times. I don't think any of it came off of my tongue. It's so oily. I don't trust it. Tastes okay though. Now, personally, I hate this type of cheese. I never liked the little cheese stick things growing up where you have like the little pretzel bars and you dip them in like the imitation cheese spread. Never liked it. Never been like a pimento fan. Pimento cheese sucks to me. Sorry about the background flashing, by the way. I need to pick out a better area, at least less sunny day, or maybe have it facing the other direction. I try to have it face this direction this time, see if it would help some of that. I think it's just my camera's stupid fucking settings, so I apologize for that ahead of time. But we ball. So we'll try the cheese. We'll try the cheese with the tortilla and the chicken, the beef jerky here, the chicken jerky here, chicken jerky, and we'll kind of see how that tastes. There's more trash flying. I promise I will get those. I'm not gonna disrespect this party like that, but I got the bottle that flew off and everything earlier too. Oh, we're gonna put a little bit of that chicken because I really don't like it. We're gonna put a little bit of that cheese because I really don't like it. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh. When chicken's got like that nasty, like fatty material on it, had a little bit of that going there. What's that one guy who drinks bone apple teeth or something like that? Typhosia. Yeah, that tastes like typhosia. Some sort of disease. I'm gonna finish it. I'm gonna finish it. I didn't eat the pizza. I ate the pizza, but I didn't swallow the pizza. I'm gonna eat this. Hold on. Give me a second. Good play. Yeah. Yeah, it's rough. I'm gonna go back for some of this fruit punch again, just because that sucks. That hurts. Also, sorry that these videos run so long. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what you want to watch. Hopefully it's not this, but hopefully it is this. Let's be honest, if you're already here and you're already this far, the last thing you're looking for is professional. So why don't you leave a like and subscribe at the bottom right there? No, that was genuinely not as bad as the pizza, but that was pretty bad. I don't remember what I rated the pizza, probably 0 or 1. That's like a 3, maybe 4. Barbecue sauce was better, 5 or 6 kind of area. But that's not good. I don't think I'll be finishing this. I'm going to be honest with you. I think I'm going to try to take a couple more bites. Let's get a bite of just the chicken and just the barbecue sauce going on to kind of get an example of what we're working with here. A little this and that and that and this, if you would, you know. But these pouches are actually pretty cool. I always got to give the military or the people who make these credit. Sopaco, Thermopack LLC, Stone Mountain. They do a good job with these kind of like portable foods and stuff like that. The jams have always been good. The cheese, we're not talking about that. That's made by someone else anyway. Welcome Dairy LLC, so fuck them. But, no, yeah, tortilla, this is mandatory. That's, you need something to like a pill, you know. You have like a pill around like the bitter medicine. That's what you need for this. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of chicken in the first place, especially canned chicken or whatever this counts as. But that's just awful. Yeah, I'm not gonna be finishing that. Chicken by itself, 3. Maybe it's better if I got it 2 years ago. Maybe it would have tasted better, but that's not good, not any good. Beaver nuggets, these are pretty high tier. I like these better than, not beaver nuggets, different company. Corn nuggets, barbecue corn nuggets, really good. Like those better than regular corn nuggets or corn nuts. The First Strike bar, I'm gonna make some. I think it's better than the chocolate one, but maybe not by much. Maybe only a little bit better. And honestly, you could go either way with which one you could like more. And finally, since I almost forgot, we gotta try out the beef jerky stick. That'll probably put us right at 40. Put us at that magic money mark, 40. You know, I'll run like 30 ads on this, even though I have no AdSense. So here we got Ration Natural Farms teriyaki beef stick. I don't remember if this is the same one that it was last time. We got beef, water, sugar, salt, hydrolyzed soy flour, whey protein, soy protein, encapsulated citric acid, yada yada yada, celery, collagen case. I like this. Last one I ate was honestly not bad at all. It was just like a standard ass beef jerky stick. I don't know how long these last normally. They probably put something in them because these are still pretty moist. And usually the whole like concept with with military foods is really low moisture foods. And you also don't want to eat pork, like cold pork. They say never to eat. I'll get that. I'll get that too. So the end of it, we'll break it off and take a look at the insides. Like dog food, what kind of smells like, but wet beef jerky doesn't. The end kind of has like this aged look compared to the insides, which look a little bit lighter. So we'll take a bite from the inside. Really soft. As far as the flavor, it's not beef. It's something. Really light, some sort of light flavor. With like, yeah, I gotta spit it out. Very aged taste to it too. You can definitely tell. And I mean, it's not like super moist, but it is moist enough that I don't know if that's gonna pick up on camera. I can kind of squish it and liquid starts building up. Surprisingly, the last one of these I ate, I'm pretty sure it was the same brand, and it was not that bad tasting. This one almost has more of a dog food taste. I wonder if that's an accreditation to just being in that plastic bag, and that plastic bag, and this plastic bag, and not having a fourth bag in there. Doubt it. Because normally these have like a sealing bag and a bag over the bag. But yeah. Overall, chicken, not good. The MRE as a whole, if I was to buy just like one MRE and I had a couple options, this was one of them. Probably not. There's no real interesting thing to me here. This First Strike bar is nice. I like First Strike bars. That's kind of worth it. The fruit punch, not really worth it to me. Barbecue sauce, even though it's interesting, not really worth it to me. Even to have as like a carry around, even if you don't eat the meal. Or eat it with the meal, I should say. The corn nuggets are good though. That's 100%. Beef jerky stick, kind of a miss there. You don't get a coffee or anything too crazy sweet here, at least not that I can remember. So that kind of sucks. Normally you'll get like a pudding or an applesauce or some sort of something particularly sweet to keep you going, but it seems like all you really got here is the First Strike bar and the corn nuts, which I guess still count as high carbs, but not really kind of that exact hominess feeling you're trying to hit, you know. But overall, not a bad not a bad MRE. Probably wouldn't get it again if I had a choice. Definitely would be one that I pass off to a friend if we're going on a little adventure or something. Maybe make some trades there or something. But overall, wouldn't do it again. Probably give it like 4.5, 5. At least with the pizza one, there was some other good hitters in there that kind of upped the total points to it. But this one just kind of really a plain Jane one. The entree was really plain, not very good. Fruit punch, I mean, what could be more plain and plain Jane than fruit punch? Cheese spread, not even with jalapenos, plain, not even really good cheese either. So, wouldn't recommend this one. I'd give it like a 4.5. But if you guys like the video, please consider subscribing. Maybe I'll do some more of this. Maybe I'll find a way to expedite it so it's not a 40-minute long video. I just like to ramble and draw and take up your time because I find that to be fun. Less so to be evil, more so just because I like to talk. And hey, if you like to talk too, maybe leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think about this. Let me know how stupid I am or smart I am. Let me know if there's anything you'd like to try. Just anything you'd like to see that's MRE related or not MRE related. I do gaming as well. I also just like checking out new things. So whether that be something weird like a weird canned food or like a weird game, weird movie, anything just weird like me, let me know about it down below. I'll be glad to check it out, maybe even check it out on a stream or make a video about it or something. Thank you guys all for stopping by, and I hope everyone has an amazing day. Deuces, much love.